Where's Beast Boy?
Doing his underpants dance in front of the fourth wall.
Yo, creeps, you wanna be creepy? Creep on this. Creeping like a creeper, creeping like a creeper.
Get away from there, Beast Boy. No one wants to see that.
Oh, yeah, they do. Creeping like a creeper. Oh.
I think it's time to get into a new cartoon. Hi, I'm Benthelooney, and I've seen Man Bear Pig. I have a love-hate relationship with Cartoon Network nowadays. When they're not molesting my childhood, they're making cartoons that I don't care for, or they're making occasional cartoons that I love. So, whenever a new Cartoon Network show comes on, I gotta proceed with caution. Thankfully, proceeding with caution worked out as I discovered a new Cartoon Network show that I love. Now Gumball isn't the only one I give a crap about. Let me introduce you folks to We Bare Bears. This is a cartoon created by Daniel Chung, based off his webcomic, The Three Bare Bears. The title seems kind of repetitive, but it's actually a shortened version of the original. The three bear-bearing bears who bear the bears' pairs, who also bear-bearing bears, bears who bear bears, 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 bearing bears, bears. Starring Seth Rogen. So, they had to cut it down. One too many Seth Rogens. So, this cartoon tells of the epic and tragic story of bears trying to fit into society in the San Francisco Bay Area. That's pretty much it. Huh. San Francisco Bears. Never heard of them. I'm just glad they're not the Chicago Bears. They suck. The cartoon includes Grizzly Bear, the leader of the bears, and the most talkative, Panda Bear, the awkward and social media obsessed one, and my personal favorite, Ice Bear, the quiet and mysterious one, voiced by Dimitri Martin. So that's what happened to that guy. Get your own Comedy Central show, then star in a children's cartoon. What a step up in his career. The basic premise of this show serves as a way to get the bears wrapped up in random situations. I gotta give this show props that even though the bears seem to be somewhat accepted in society, they still act like bears. Too many cartoons that involve animals make it to where the animals are just humans that look like animals. This show is like, screw that, these are bears and they're gonna act like bears. Except killing people. That's messed up. The humor for this show is pretty straightforward as the laughs come from the situations the bears get themselves in, and how the three of them each react to it. Grizzly tends to be the problem solver of the group, Panda overreacts the most, and Ice Bear just acts like Ice Bear. You wish you were as cool as Ice Bear. Benthelooney apologizes. This show is actually taking a risk by actually portraying bears in a positive light. Name one famous cartoon bear. Besides Winnie the Pooh. Besides Yogi Bear. Besides Smokey the Bear. Besides Bear in the Big Blue House. That's not even a cartoon, you moron. Okay, so there are more positively portrayed bears in children's entertainment than I thought. But there's also an abundance of bears that are usually the villain. So it's always relieving to see bears portrayed in a positive light in the media. Bears aren't bad creatures. Just as long as you don't walk into their territory, scare them, threaten their young, poke them with sticks, insult their mothers, and shoot at them, they're cute, fuzzy, wuzzy, little creatures. Look at my pet bear, Muffin. I ordered him as soon as I fell in love with this cartoon. I hired Neb to look after him. Hey Neb, how's Muffin doing? Muffin is such a sweetheart. Other characters that the bears make friends with is Chloe. She's a prodigy who skipped school and went all the way up to college. And she's so cute! Then there's Charlie, who's a Bigfoot. The episodes featuring him are my least favorite. I just don't think he's that interesting of a character. This show is still in its first season. I'm sure he'll get development soon enough. Then there's Lucy, who's Panda's girlfriend. Yeah, you heard me. What? Don't f***ing judge them! They're two consulting creatures! They can date each other if they want. It's none of your dang business. Since when did people on the internet become so obsessed with other people's fetishes? As long as nobody's getting hurt, why should you care? Get a f***ing life! This is definitely a more laid-back cartoon. While cartoons like that tend to bore me, I actually find this one pretty engaging. The humor and characters keep me coming back to see what kind of situations the bears are going to get themselves in. The show also isn't afraid to make episodes out of the simplest ideas. There's an episode called Chloe and Ice Bear about the two of them just walking around the city going to different locations. That's it. This is my favorite episode of the series so far. It's so simple that it ends up benefiting it. Sometimes the simplest plots are what make for a great story. Also, one of my main complaints about Adventure Time and Steven Universe is they bounce between being funny and being dramatic, which ended up making the show feel bipolar and confusing. We Bare Bears does this style right. It's a comedic show that adds in dramatic elements when need be. They don't feel forced. The situation calls for them, and they appear. Just look at this scene from the episode The Road where the bears find shelter in a box factory and split up from each other.
I don't know, it's a little complicated. Things we said, can I take them all back?
Hey, who left this bowl of onions here?
So I built a wall around my little heart. Sometimes things break and they fall apart.
Would you get out of here?
If only that moment was now. If only that day was today.
Hey!
So many feels. I also gotta hand it to this show for having one of the catchiest cartoon themes in recent memory.
We'll be there. A wink and a smile and a great old time. You will be there.
My favorite part of the intro is Grizzly Bear dancing away. We Bare Bears is no masterpiece of animation, but does it need to be? Sometimes it's best just to be cute and funny for the audience. If you're trying to make a masterpiece simply because you want to be known as the guy who made that masterpiece, you're setting yourself up for disaster. We Bare Bears is a show that is simple and straightforward, and for once, that's a good thing. It's a great cartoon, unlike...
Creep on this. Creeping like a creeper, creeping like a creeper.
What sane human being puts that on TV? Bottom line, I love We Bare Bears, and I highly recommend it to anyone looking for a relaxed cartoon with lovable characters and down-to-earth humor. Don't just take my word for it. This show is also a favorite of a famous movie actor. Tell us what you think of We Bare Bears, Christopher Walken.
This is not over!
You heard it here, folks. This is not over. Bears. I'm Benthelooney, and I gotta check to see if Neb fed Muffin.
We are the Bears, struggling through.